Hello, this is me, the Tamang from Let's Have YouTube channel, and you are watching PHP series. This is my first video on PHP series, and in this video, I am going to introduce about the PHP. So PHP is a server-side scripting language designed for web development, but also used as a general-purpose programming language these days. So in order to understand a server-side scripting language, first of all, we must be clear with client-server model. Client-server model means a client send a request to the server, a server send back a data to a client in a browser. For example, while opening a Facebook, you will type www.facebook.com in a browser. As you press enter key or click on go, your browser send a request to a server, which is known as HTTP request. After that, a server sends back data to the client in a browser. That is the home page of Facebook. So this is called a client server model. And to know about a server side scripting language, whatever the program we have written in any programming language is high level programming language and is human understandable language. The computer does not understand it, so it is required an interpreter to convert it into machine language which computer understand. If this work is done in a server, it is called server-side scripting language. You all have learned some programming language like C, Java, QBasic and many more. So in any programming language, you need to compile the code to run the program. For example, to run a program in C, we use Ctrl plus F9 in Turbo to compile and to run the program. So likewise in Java, we use a code Java C to run a program, and in QBasic, we use F5 or we press F5 to run the program. So to run the program, we need to compile program first. Now PHP is a programming language that allows web developer to create dynamic content that interact with database. PHP is basically used for developing web-based software applications. Here, where PHP can be used. PHP can be embedded into HTML code. That means PHP can be written between any HTML code, either between or outside the HTML code. Now, we can make e-commerce content management system, object-oriented programs which can run on the web. For example, these days, everyone are using Facebook. Facebook is one of the best example of PHP. It is written in PHP language. So with the Facebook example of Facebook itself, you can know what can be done with the help of PHP. The question may comes in your mind, why not HTML CSS? Why to use PHP? HTML CSS is used only for designing, not for developing. You cannot interact with database in HTML and CSS. There is no any looping and if-else condition in HTML and CSS. If you create a form in HTML and CSS, where you can store the data that comes from that form. If you have database too, you cannot store data into database using HTML, CSS or either JavaScript. It is possible only with the help of PHP. So required computer, you need a computer, a text editor like Notepad++, Dreamweaver, etc. You need a server, a local server, which is known as WAMP or XAMPP, or browsers. Either you may use Google Chrome or Firefox. Thank you for watching and have a good day.